Hi Venus Pisces, my name is Olivia and this is my channel OJC Astrology, and this is for Venus and Pisces. So this isn't if you're just a Pisces, this is if your Venus sign is in Pisces. So we're at the final sign, Venus and Pisces, and Venus is exalted here. It rules Libra and Virgo, but Venus is exalted in Pisces because then love becomes a spiritual experience. And love becomes something that is transcendent. So Venus and Pisces people, God, they have beautiful souls. Beautiful souls. They are very compassionate people, very compassionate people, and they can go and so in the Venus and Cancer video, I said that like Venus and Cancer is this type of healer, and Scorpio as well in a way, because they show people their demons and they make people see themselves and transform. But Venus Pisces is a healer in the way that they change people's lives. Like when a Venus and Pisces is in your life, they change your life. So I lived with a Venus and Pisces for like a year, and that was one of the best experiences of my life. Like I would say that out of my experiences, like living with her for 1 year when I was in school was one of the best experiences of my life, because Venus and Pisces people, their love can like set people free, and their love makes people get closer to God and get closer to the universe and get closer to just the essence of life and the meanings of life. But sometimes Venus and Pisces, when they're growing up and like they're just a person experiencing in relationships, Venus and Pisces can attract people that have amazing dreams and have like a beauty to them, but they're lost somehow, or like they need a connection to spirit. Like Venus and Pisces people can believe in people, and they can be there for people and believe in them, and there's like this, they believe in something, and it's very like, these are the type of people that can write about love, and write about their experiences, and they see everything in through a lens of this spiritual experience. So like they know that like when they love people, it is on a very emotional, spiritual level. And it may be, they will probably never stop, like they will never not think of you. Like they will always, when they think of you, they will think about how they cared. Like they will always hold space for people emotionally. So that's why I say they're deeply compassionate, because they kind of go into things and they like experiences will come to them. Like they will like manifest experiences that will take them on some sort of spiritual journey. So they learn a lot in their relationships and in love. And what's the opposite of Pisces? Virgo. So this happens in their reality. They manifest real relationships, real experiences where they learn a spiritual lesson. And like Venus and Pisces, they love. They believe in love. And these can be amazing partners, but they also, while they are evolving, they can, they don't see things clearly. They see what they feel. And there's something very beautiful to that, because they feel the real vibrations. And like they can, like how Venus in Aquarius accepts people in totality mentally and can really understand and get it and be there. Venus and Pisces takes that to the highest level of like, I know your soul. I love your soul, how you are. in this life and your karma, and even if you've hurt me, and even if it didn't work out how I wanted, I know and love your soul. I will always care for you. So Venus and Pisces they have an exalted capacity to love. Basically, they can definitely fantasize and imagine an entire life with someone, and they believe in a timeless love, and they believe in spiritual connections, and they believe in fate, and they're very spiritual. These people are spiritual, even if they're, you don't have to be a Pisces sun. You could be a Taurus sun, Aquarius, or an Aries or a Pisces. But like, these are people that are very creative. They usually have some type of artistic talent. Or these are the type of people that you feel they're very, very easy to talk to, and they're very easy to connect to. And this is why also they can get taken advantage of, because they are genuinely kind. But sometimes they'll get psychic senses that not everybody has good intentions, right? Like, they're very psychically aware of things, and as far as like people's intentions go and stuff like that, like they can feel bad intentions and they can feel good intentions, but sometimes they will feel that like this person, or they're in a situation where their compassion is needed, and they won't even be aware of this. They will just naturally serve that purpose, and they will stand in the spiritual place of someone who's giving compassion. So they can sometimes feel like they have given a lot of mercy in a way, and they can go through experiences where like their boundaries are extremely tested, because they have such an ability to like really close their eyes to the physical truth and reality and see it for what it is beyond existence and what it means in their soul. So Venus in Pisces is beautiful. Like, love is their favorite drug. But they do usually, as they evolve, they become very like spiritual masters. These are gurus. These people become like gurus with themselves and their lifestyles and the way that they are pursuing in their relationships. Of course, they can always be in a way searching for this nirvana, and searching for this fairy tale. But the thing is that if they have, like, it depends on people's chart, because sometimes people that have Venus and Pisces have very like earth planets and stuff, and they know how to ground things, and they know how to, make a dream manifest as their reality. And then sometimes you'll have other people like Venus and Pisces, because it's exalted, these people give and give, and they search and they search, and there's this feeling of it's always coming in this sense of they're not in the control of it, or that it's like beyond them. I feel like I'm being very abstract, but it's a very, Venus and Pisces cannot be explained. It can only be experienced and felt. Like, their love is an experience, and they come in people's lives and they change your life. Like, a Venus and Pisces will change your life, and they will be a spiritual experience for you, and you will learn something. God will use them as the instrument in people's lives. And for better or for worse. So they will go through negative experiences, because they're learning things too in love and through their experiences in love. So for Venus and Pisces, these are the type of people that will value, creativity and like dancing and having a nice time. And if they have like a home, that they'll love to decorate it, and they'll want to invite people over. They're definitely concerned with other people. Like, in a social group, of Venus and Pisces is going to kind of like, they'll be in their own world, but they definitely have a nurturing quality to them. Like, they have a nurturing quality to them that is very divine. That it's not like Cancer, and it's not like Virgo. It's more like Venus in Pisces is someone that you can almost like confess things to, and like they'll in a way, they will love you in a way to where they heal you from blockages inside. And like what I'm saying, my perspective in my videos, I'm talking about like the greatest essence of the Venuses. Like I'm giving things from my perspective. So obviously like this isn't going to exactly resonate for everyone. So, but what I'm trying to get at is that Venus in Pisces is not just some person that you will date. Like they are not going to be someone that like there's a meaningfulness to them because their Venus is, when you have a planet that's in its exaltation, there will be events that take place in your life through that energy. So Venus and Pisces they love to like have a day where they can just be free and enjoy love and maybe drink, and have a good time and hear music. They're very much so about experiencing life, and they know that to live is to love, and they understand that more than anybody. They know that, you grow in life through love. And your experiences should be based in love and towards love. And when a Venus in Pisces, the experiences are based in fear. And when a Venus in Pisces is in a stage where they're still evolving, they will attract very significant partners. And they will go through experiences where they have a lot of, they lose faith. And they feel like they're very misunderstood. Or they feel like the universe is punishing them or something. They go through these very spiritual experiences, and like their love is, like I said in the beginning, is very transcendent. So to be with this person and really be with them, know that their heart is so open. Like you are dealing with someone who has a lot of, like their soul is very much so bigger than what you can see, and they have this like part of them, this higher self of them that is with them all the time. And this is true for everyone, but for Venus and Pisces, it's in a different way, because this is like Venus has a lot to do with your aesthetic and your values. And Pisces is all about the illusions and the imagination and the dissolving of life, the things that just appear and the things that are unknown. Pisces is the unknown in the reality. Virgo is the reality, what we do know. Pisces is what we all feel and sense, but we don't know if it's there. So Pisces, Venus, their love is this ethereal energy. So when they are with a partner, usually they have a beautiful connection. Like they have a very rich experience, or it can be they're learning the worst parts of each other through each other. Like Venus and Pisces can attract experiences that like show you what you did not want to see, or it'll show you the dual of that, the duality to whatever it was you were wanting. Or like it's Gemini goes through this too, because it's the polarity. Like for Gemini, it's the two twins, and Pisces is the two fishes. But the thing about Venus and Pisces is it's connected. So Venus and Pisces go through a lot of cycles. These are emotional people. These are sensitive people, and they become strong through their strength and through their faith, or their the way their energy can become very, very I'm hearing the word lucrative, but I don't think that's the word that I'm trying to say. It becomes very like, it's like art. Like Venus and Pisces people, the men, the women, however you identify, how I see Venus Pisces people is they are art, and love for them is like art, and life is art. And they're not, when they say that and when they seem like that, like it's not fake, like it's real for them. They really live this life of high love, like high frequency love. And sometimes this can play out in how they feel about their mother. You know, they go through a lot of experiences where they learn, I was gonna say, like, their own self-love. That they learn harsh experiences until the point where they have to love themselves. They have to believe in themselves. Like, they get put in situations in life where they will have to surrender into their higher purpose. And their higher purpose is always leading towards love. Like, their life is always in a direction that is going to take them to a higher level of love. So as far as relationships goes, know that if you are with a Venus Pisces person, this is like written. This is like going to be a part of the story, because their lives kind of like tell the story about love, because it's the exaltation. It's finally in Pisces. It's finally free to be true love, open, and the whole sea, just through all spaces and time. Like, they are the it's very abstract. Like, I'm trying to like explain it like I did for the other videos and just talk about how they are in relationships. Well, I will say they're very conscious. You know, they're very conscious of themselves in the relationship, so they pay a lot of attention to themselves, and they definitely are sensitive to your emotions, so they feel their partner's emotions. They can be very sensitive to that. Like, they know when you feel a little bit better, a little bit worse. They can sense that, like, it's theirs. Like, they feel it. And they usually have dreams. They have dreams. They like to take time to create stuff. They love to have a day where they can just be creative and tap in to something that can't be explained. Like, they love things that just you can only experience, you know, like. And with love with them, they definitely want to feel like it is meant to be. Like, Venus and Pisces, like, loves the idea of meant to be. They love the concept of that. They feel comfortable with that. They feel comfortable with the idea of this was fate. They love that. That makes them feel safe. That makes them feel like there's a higher purpose for all things, and that love is the reason. Like, so Venus and Pisces is a beautiful, beautiful energy, and it's very hard to put in words, and it could be a nightmare, it could be a beautiful fantasy, but either way, it is going to be sent from the divine. It's going to be sent from a higher purpose, and it's a very, very beautiful etheric vibration. And even in its worst, where it can be so, you know, Pisces is extremes. The 12th house, you know, it could be the unconscious that is beautiful and like a dream, or it could be the unconscious that is, you know, controlling your life and ruining your life because you don't have awareness to it. So Venus and Pisces, I know I'm explaining it as like it's just so beautiful, it's not even real, because sometimes they're not in reality. Sometimes it really isn't real. But they know, like a Venus and Pisces will know that even if it wasn't real, and even if they were in the rose-tinted glasses, they knew there was a reason, and they knew that it was a spiritual experience. And they know, like, they still know that, like, there's a deeper meaning to all of their connections. Even with just people they interact with, they genuinely want to understand people. They want to feel understood. And yeah, this is definitely a high vibration of love, but with that love comes a lot of loss. And Venus and Pisces also learns a lot about loss, and they learn a lot about neglect, and they learn a lot about pain and the pain that comes with giving your soul away and letting the universe just take you into the experiences that you need to learn, and that surrender. They know how to surrender in love. And sometimes that comes after a brutal fight to have resistance. And they don't want to accept spirit. They don't want to accept God. They don't want to accept that their life is leading them to these spaces of surrender. So yeah, I hope you guys get it. And this is just my take on Venus and Pisces right now. I wanted to do these videos, and I wanted to just go and not try to like you know, make them super, like, I didn't want to have a list of 20 things to say. I wanted it to just come out and through. So thank you for watching this, Venus and Pisces. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe. I'm going to start doing more series. And definitely comment below. You can put thumbs up, but I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm a Pisces sun. Like I said, my name is Olivia. And as always, for the lovers.